Hey there, the wireless did a thing at camera glitched. So how long were we off the air? A minute or two. We're back, but we cleared the deck and it's fine. So, ready? You got your next?
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I will take my time. Plunge. It's quite a beautiful word. Plunge.
I don't know if you'll be able to, see this or whatever.
All right.
I guess is my mom still like watching over me or around?
Oh, I'll go there for you because I love you. I don't do a lot of mediumship work, but there's always where there's a witch, there's a way.
All right.
And it's not that I can't. It's just
I don't want to like.
No, but that's fine. Like, do you want me to get messages from your mom? Because that's just a question of relay. That's a question of divine telephone. Like, whoever her overlighting angels are.
With it.
Get another shot. Well, because it's dark moon in Cancer. Cancer is the mother. It doesn't surprise me. That does surprise me that it came out of your mouth.
Okay.
But it doesn't surprise me. So Anthony's mother. How long has it been since she crossed?
July will be 6 years.
So, I mean, look, I could just tell you purely from what I know about spirit. Because it's not that we're a spirit and then we're a body and then we're a spirit. We're a spirit, then we're a spirit in a body, and then we're a spirit. Right. So we're very different.
Yeah.
I mean, once you don't got to pay bills no more. You know what I mean? It's just like once that drops away.
Yeah.
And all the biological conditions drop away. It's just something Terry Pratchett said in one of his books. It's really hard to be angry without adrenal glands or something like that. And that like really hit me. So in terms of the soul, you could see that as the actor that incarnates to play the role. That's very different than the personalities that we play out here. And we all agree to these roles ahead of time. So I will tune to your mother. I will tune and I'll see what I can get because I love you and I adore you. And believe me, honey, nothing's going to come through that's going to be like damaging or traumatic. It may trigger you, but it may move your heart to open.
Yeah.
And we's drinking.
Yeah.
So Binny swallow you, Binny swallow. I have to learn how to say blessed be the alcohol. Blessed be the angry orchard. That would be fun and fun like that. Google Translate. I don't know that shit off the top of my head. All right. Your mother's first name and birth sign, please. Not that she's not in the room, but I'm going to be a Virgo about it and go through my process.
Palma, Aries.
Palma, P-A-L-M-A.
Yeah.
And an Aries, too?
Yeah.
You're an Aries with an Aries.
Yeah.
The angels are like...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's crossed swords.
Yeah.
Crossed swords or crossed shields. Here we go. My angels, please. Connecting with Palma. Is she watching over him? Playfulness. Very different energy than you're used to. So that there is a watching over there, but it's playful. She's watching you play. She's watching you play the game. Okay. My gods, please. Connect me with Palma here. Connect. Communicate, please. I bless these cards as a channel of guidance and grace. Is Palma watching over him? The learner, she's watching you learn. She's watching you play and she's watching you learn. Now that's the thing about playful learning, right? That's not how you were raised.
Yeah.
Very academic, had to achieve. You're the only child?
Mm-hmm.
An Aries only child? Should I even touch the fucking Womp Womp cards? The possibility of a Womp Womp card? My masters, please. What is this, 8? And then there were 8. I'm sure math isn't my thing. That's why the gods gave us calculators. Thank you, Hermes. And Apollo. He's down for convenience, too. So fucking tasty, and I usually don't like Fireball, but that's really good. By the way, we're not getting any kickbacks or patronage for many of the alcohol that we're drinking, this is purely an experiment, but my God, the next person that I do this with, we're going to have our shit together and know what to do and how to do it. I know, but that's why we're doing this, because I don't think either one of us would be doing this right now unless we had the alcohol in us. So there you have it. Sacred purpose. What is this? The sacred purpose of alcohol, by the way? There's abuse, but what is right use? Right. Especially with him in the room and in my house and in my blood. My masters. Oh, there you are. Okay, I feel you. Please connect me with Paula. Is she watching over him? Is she watching over him? Well, the card of lust, that you're doing you have the very freedom of the very things that was now what she like had in life, where there was like, it's not necessarily envy, but that thing of, I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that. So she's really watching with intent there. Now, the thing is how much, because, you know, the idea of lust in a sexual context is there. Like, and honestly, if I felt that, my second chakra would have left the room. Mm-hmm. It's not. Yeah. That this is more like the thing of, you know, all right.
She has a hard time explaining her emotions, so coming through the cards is still, she's still struggling.
Because she was, as an Aries, passion was her thing. Yeah. And she is an artist.
Yeah.
No, I'm not guessing that. You told me that.
No, I know.
How did you know that? You fucking told me. Truth serum. Alcohol. Oh, God, goddess, all that is. Please. Is Palma watching over him? Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. Look, she may not have had the words. That may not have been who she was. That might not have been who she was allowed to be. Mm-hmm. So she did to you what was done to her. Mm-hmm. She was very controlled. She was very directed. She didn't have her freedom, and now you have the freedom, and that's where the lust is. Different than jealousy. She wants you to have it. In other words, it's not like she's saying you shouldn't have it. That would be envy or jealousy. This is, you got to do it. I couldn't. You're free. You're free. You're free. And honestly, I don't think that she had any idea of what she was doing. How personal can I ask you a question? Go ahead. Was there diagnosed mental illness at any point? Diagnosed, not just supposed, but diagnosed.
I mean, she never told me, but from her, when I had to like clean out her medicine cabinet, there were like Lexapro, so antidepressants.
So they were prescribed. So there was something going on there, and you can't expect a mother to share that with their child really at any point. Like, that's like something I couldn't imagine having to do. Then again, I don't have kids. They just send them back to me in the next life. So look, my feeling here is that, you know, when we have a mentally ill parent, because I did have the diagnosis. Fortunately, it was right before he died. My dad, we are very similar in that way. I had the father, you had the mother. To look at that from an incarnational perspective, emerging loyalty, again with naughtiness, that there can kind of emerge in you this other sense of loyalty. It's like, I'm loyal to my path. Like, I can be real. I can see you in the role that I needed that. Like, I know I would have never studied psychology and self-help the way I did. I might have, but not with the same intensity. And if my father had been emotionally balanced, he was a Gemini anyway. No offense to you Geminis, but have one for a parent. Tricky. So speak the language of love there. Talk to your mom. I mean, I talked to my dad. I didn't talk to him for years after he died until I sat with a medium. And I swear to God, I've told this story so many times because I remember it like I'm there. It was my first psychic fair. It was in a small place too. And this medium next to me says, "Who's Kenny?" Not Kenneth, not Ken, Kenny. Everybody called my dad Kenny because my grandfather was Kenneth. And even then, he says he approves, but not of everything. I was like, sounds exactly like my Gemini father, and that's how I knew. So, that's why I'm not a medium. I think that mediumship really does go into some family wounds and issues that if people want to come and talk spiritual counseling with me, that's a whole different deal. And I can talk that language really well because thank God my father was who he was. But I was never going to be the father he was never going to be the father I wanted him to be. And I was never going to be the son he wanted me to be. So that's a twin flame.
Yeah.
So if you can reposition this and look at how did my mother teach me how to love myself? Because there's no doubt she loved you. But the means in which she loved you was so controlling that it really wasn't a healthy expression of, would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. You got anything else after that? You want to ask about the apocalypse or something?
I mean, yeah, my apocalyptic dreams. But...
Yeah, no, I think we covered your dream life. But, I also want to say that, like I said, that, well, we also just rewatched American Horror Story Apocalypse. I mean, it's a really good season. I enjoyed it. And, not every season grabs me. I don't know if I'm going to watch 1984 or not, but for sure that's been in your mind. So that kind of stuff is, that's why I need to know. We need to look at what your moon sign is. We'll check that out. So how about one more and then we'll call it a night?
Okay. I'm trying to think. What do people ask usually?
Oh, I get such a range. Well, again, like I tell people when they come for a private reading, if you focus only on questions, cards don't necessarily give answers.
Mm-hmm.
When will this happen? Happiness. When you're happy, if you're happy and clap your hands, see if it happens, right? Not always so helpful. And there are people who can do a tarot spread and say when, and they'll get, the 5 in 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years, 5 lifetimes, and that's the intuitive part of it too. But if people focus on subjects, on topics, then I can get an energy reading like sticking a thermometer. Okay. That's why doing the signs has been so easy.
Yeah.
Because I'm tapping into that, collective sun, moon, rising, Venus, Uranus sign. I really want to do Uranus signs, but they move so slow. It'd just be like one per 70 years or something. It's not great. It's not great. It's not going to work. So how about we do this?
Okay.
All right. We'll start with the angels. My angels, please. One card in overview. For Anthony in general, life path. General life path. We did Path of True Love. We didn't do life path. Life path encompasses, that's all the biggie stuff.
Right.
So one card, please. From all 4 of the major archangelic orders, the Raphaelites, the Michaelites, the Gabrielites, the Urielites, please. One card for this, my brother, my friend, my companion. Study nature. What's your degree? Don't you have a degree? What is your degree?
Chemistry.
In what? But what is the level of that degree?
Master's.
You're a master's in chemistry, so you already know the study nature part that way. But study the nature of what? Study the nature of what? Study the nature of what? Oh my God, please, what is... Study the nature of what? That's like really good. Now I'm interested. Not that I was disinterested before. My gods, clarify this. Show me where Anthony is on his life path in general. The nature, the study of surrender, of the hanged man, of seeing things differently. Because particularly if you have the study of, I mean, come on, chemistry? You're talking about building blocks, right? So look at nature in a different way in terms of, for example, what is your true nature? What is the true nature of something? And to change it from, not that you should abandon what you know about chemistry in any way, necessary. We all take with us. Give me one more. That picture ain't quite empty.
Mm-mm.
I'm extrapolating. Excuse me. Oh my. Oh. Sorry, it smells like apple orchard. Angry orchard. Angry apple orchard.
Almost there, Tim Cook. Tim Apple.
Plunge. By the way, he turned me on to Miranda on Amazon Prime. Best fucking show ever. I love the crap out of that. That's another word that she likes. Plunge. There was there was another plunge. She's wonderful.
What was it? Oh.
Mm. I don't remember. We'll just have to binge watch it again. We're saving the last episode. We're saving. I'm not ready.
Episode 1 again. And then
Oh no, we don't need to. No, I haven't seen the last episode yet because the guy who plays the romantic interest is the guy on Lucifer. The guy who plays. I would guess Lucifer. I've never watched it, but he stole my heart in that one. So now I might watch Lucifer because he's adorbs.
Yeah, he's
So
great.
cute. I'm sure he's straight, married with children. Yeah.
He's naked in Lucifer too.
Did anybody else see that light bulb go off over my head or particularly spark around my third eye?
Added in a little light bulb.
I don't know if my program has emojis in it, but we'll see what we can do.
We'll turn into,
I can do.
Katya.
Oh, if I had
Start
that
editing.
editing software. You know, I alluded to my mom. I've got all the camera equipment and video editing. I need to do porn. I didn't come out and say that, but she knew what I meant. Like, it would bring shame upon the family. I would never do that to my mother. Not that I couldn't make quite a silver fox career for myself, but that's not who I want to be. My masters. If I can make as well, this actually, I find these Sunday masters very easy to make laugh. Because they get it. They get it. What do you think? You think Saint Germain didn't drink? Come on. There's a count. Of course he drank. Oh, who needs a teetotaler ascended master?
All right. That's it.
I
You got
keep
2.
getting images. Oh, I've got 2 left. I just keep getting images of Whoopi Goldberg and her one-woman show. The first thing I ever saw her in on HBO. I said, "What do you know, Penguin? I had fun." He's an ascended master. He's never had a drop of alcohol. In 2019, yeah, blessed be all of them. So my masters, please, no offense, you know, they know. One card, please show me where this my brother is. General life path, where is he? A clue.
Just throw the whole deck at me.
Well, okay. Okay, one of the cards is a card you've already had, Independence. Interesting. All right. Specialness, we'll talk about that. Control, we'll talk about that. But the 2 that are really interesting to me are love and communication. So where you are in your life right now, it's like, yeah, you really want your independence. You really want your freedom to do the thing that you can. But specialness can often be like, this is only happening to me. I'm the only person this has ever happened to ever because I am an Aries, so therefore it is all about me, and that's like the one sign that can get away with that a little bit more than every other sign, right? And that you're trying to control things, and of course you would. You've got a master's in chemistry, so I can get the analytical part of your mind. You know, you probably have more divine masculine energy than I do in that sense, all right? I know, terrifying, isn't it, right?
I don't want any of this.
No, of course, bullshit, because you wouldn't be able to communicate, you wouldn't be funny. Masculine energy is yang. It's that putting yourself forth. There's no theater without masculine energy. There's no art without, I mean, there's internal art, lovely. But Dirt Squirrel would have never created this magnificent, stunning fan unless there was masculine energy. So that's why we so confuse the dynamics of like masculine and feminine with body gender. And that's not what we're talking about. That's not how it goes on higher planes and higher vibrations. Because as long as we're still under the patterning of duality and the illusion of separation, everything is going to have a yin and a yang and up and a down and in and out. It's just how this world is. But that's not our true state. Our true state is that we are the completion of that. Hence the Tao, that Yin yang, if you're from Long Island. Oh my God, he got a tattoo. It's a yin yang. Only because I've heard it 10,000 times. So that we have this communication of love. Like, wasn't that your card? Speaking the language of love.
Mm-hmm.
So communication and love. Just try and practice that thing of, yes, though I am on an island right now. And you're not. We've been hanging out. You are not an island. Sorry, what?
I'm on Long Island.
Yes, you are. Don't think that's what the card means, although we're open to interpretations. I'm so glad I don't have clients tomorrow. I'm just editing video. That where you are in your life right now is that the more you communicate with other people, the more you're going to realize, oh my God, I'm not the only person going through this. That we are going through so much and trying to control that which we cannot control. There is a difference between fate and destiny. Fate you cannot control. Destiny is what you do with your fate, the choices and the decisions that you make. So look, I can imagine you having, like, for example, a bad day at work and really wanting to lace into a customer. We're not in charge of your private stuff. You didn't back it up. If you're my child, of course you want to rip their eyes out, right? Can't imagine you doing it. I can imagine you wanting to do it, but to kind of get that they are doing to you what was done to them. And in that moment, you get to play the game in a way different than everybody else. Not so much control, but that thing of, okay, let me play this differently. Let me see how enthusiastic I can be about wanting to get their problem even though you know there's nothing that you can do. And just to give this person a different experience, let me see what I can do to say, no, let's see if we can find this out. Come on, you with me? Because what it does is it shocks people out of that thing. I mean, we do it through entertainment as well. That's why, like, I'm going to go Madonna, Howard Stern, like the Gaga, the people who really distract us. They're pattern interrupters. You may not have to do it that drastically, but then you won't also have to be such an island. You will be connecting with people. And really, in terms of work,
great.
Well, interesting, the Aquarian card, and what's more Aquarian than computers and internet. I'm not saying where he works, but computers and internet and all that kind of stuff. Hardware, software. Aquarian is very much humanitarian, 11th house, that there are things you are learning where you are working that are going to last for me because they're giving you a larger perspective. And I see that going on with so many people right now where their work situations are just torture, but they are in the process of being transformed into their next stage. Good?
Yeah.
I mean, really, do you want me to cheat for you?
But what?
There's this thing that the gods let me do. The other decks don't really so much, but the gods let me do this. Show me the one who waits for him.
Oh, no.
Oh, look, cards even reversed. Okay, wow, okay. You let me do this? Dionysus is like, kid, of course. Now, this is just a snapshot of where the person who's waiting to meet you doesn't mean they know who you are. Maybe you've met, maybe you haven't. There's no guidance like that. Show me the one who waits for him. Twin flame soulmate, true lover. Show me the one who waits for him. Oh, 2. A Cancerian, at least the card of the Cancerian card doesn't necessarily mean they're a Cancer sun sign in a hurricane. So an emotionally sensitive, empathic thing in a hurricane in this world. So
Great,
but they're not ready for you right now. That's why I do that one. It's like, show me the one who waits for them. It's like they're waiting, but they're not ready. Isn't that good to know?
That's like Nicole Byer.
Yes, it does, actually. Your true love soulmate is Nicole Byer. It's going to be a little disappointing for her in terms of the service, so to speak. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for letting me. Wow, this has gone longer than any of the other readings I've done collectively, considering we had a computer glitch. And honestly, relatively Sober, although I haven't tried to stand up, nor will I. You have no idea what I'm wearing underneath this table. He does. Believe me, I do not put anus to cushion ever. So, right, cheers. Thanks a lot. Blessed be. So fucking tasty. So I thank you all for watching and following along if this actually makes it. Look at it this way. If you're watching this, that means we decided it was suitable for public consumption. But if not, it was a really, really good experiment, and I had a fun time. And I didn't, the thing is, I would never lambaste you anyway. I would never take out the sword of truth and fucking cut your head off. You're my kid. I would never. Past life, or regardless, you're my dear friend. But I don't know. I'm going to have people sign disclaimers for Client B. Let's see what happens with Client B. Anyway, God, I'm sweating like a bitch in air conditioning. I was sweating like a whore in church. Woo!
That fireball.
It is. It's really good. That was really. What was it again? Can you tell them what it was again that we had?
Angry Orchard with Fireball.
Angry Orchard with Fireball, and in a really, really good balance. You might have inherited my past life potion witch skills because it was perfect. Like, I don't even feel like, I wouldn't drive.
No.
I would never give a reading in this state. Never, 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 ever, ever. Never, ever, ever. Professional paid reading, never.
No.
I used to read in bars, though. That's how I know. See, that's how I know. Because even in bars, I would watch what I drank. Well, I started reading in bars.
You started when you were like 16.
I started reading tarot when I was 12 at like parties and Sweet 16s and shit like that. But when I moved to Boston, there was Lansdowne Street, Axis was a club there, Venus de Milo was another. I read in both of those, but I also read in the Hub Club, which was next to the Boston Opera House. And I knew...
Do you remember the Boston Commons Park?
Oh, of course.
I slept on a park bench there.
Aww. I used to trip my bag off with my friends stumbling around the fence in Boston Commons, and you made friends.
I gave him an M&M crunch, and he came right up.
Say the diabetic squirrel. And from that day forward, it terrorized people of Boston seeking that special candy combination. Oh, that's killer. No, but I used to read for cokeheads in Boston at the nightclubs because everything shut down at like 2 p.m. So it was, oh my God, it's all on my website. People go read it on the About Us. But no, that's true. Oh my God. No, and so I used to really, really watch people just all sorts of fucked up, like want tarot readings, and that's how I know that I will never do cocaine again, let alone in a reading, because it was just like, it was so overkill. But that was the 80s. I haven't touched it since. Not exactly a clean teen, but you do the best you can. And that was a different time. I'm glad I got all that shit out of the way, so that I know what my boundaries are and I know what my skills can do, and I know that they serve and they help people because they're serving and helping people. But this was a fun experiment. I do hope that I do this again, maybe not like on a weekly. By the way, I forgot to say I'm not a big drinker. I should have said that at the beginning. I'm not a big drinker.
No,
really.
not at all. 2
glasses of Pinot Grigio with my parents, and I'm a giggly fool. So but wine does affect me.
This is also cider.
Differently, yeah. It's cider,
it's not,
but
you're not
it's
doing
Fireball.
vodka shots here.
But I think next time we might up the ante a little bit. Because give me a fucking bottle of Pinot Grigio. Woo, girl. But I think I'll save that for a female. Oh, I think I know exactly who would do. She would remain anonymous for that too. That would be a lot of fun. Cool. So thank you so much for watching as I drunkenly strut my hour upon the table. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Anthony. This was a lot of fun for me to do. But for the rest of you all, I'm going to go take the antidote, which is a blessed Alka-Seltzer. And you make it holy water. It really does wonders. But until episode 2, if there is Client B, I do thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I did. But for now, as ever, I wish you hail, farewell, and blessed be.